Hello and welcome to my channel, Savvy Selena. I'm Selena and I'm so excited that you're here. In today's video, I'm going over our September 2021 budget. Now, if this is your first time here, hello and welcome. And if you're returning from another time, welcome back. Just to let you know a bit about my family, we are a blended family of 5. My husband and I both work full-time. However, I'm paid a salary and my husband is salary plus commission. Here on this channel, I do display our real numbers, but I do not share our tithe. But other than that, everything is free to share. And I'll jump right into the budget. Oh, but before I do, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you know the next time that I upload. Okay, let's jump right into these numbers. So this month, we're expecting income from 3 different sources. We have our W-2 salary jobs, and here I just combine me and my husband's income. I don't differentiate who makes what. As well as parking reimbursement from my husband's job because he does have to pay to park when they do off-site events, when they go into the office. But currently, he's working from home, and so am I. Also, I'm expecting a big fat check from Rakuten, and if you are a Rakuten user, then you already know what this is. But essentially, Rakuten is a cashback website that gives you cash back on purchases placed online. And they have a lot of stores, but I frequently use it for Kohl's, Target, almost anywhere actually. So if you don't have Rakuten, I strongly suggest that you sign up for it, and I'll leave a link in the description box below so that you can start earning some cash back as well. Between our W-2 income of $7,723.16 plus the parking reimbursement that my husband's going to receive, as well as the big fat check, we have a total income of $7,769.16. Our first category that I'm looking at for expenses is housing. And I know here on YouTube it's very common to kind of split your expenses paycheck by paycheck, but I just budget for the whole month. And I also know that people like to do fixed expenses versus variable expenses, but I like to think of my budget in terms of categories. And so I'd like to break it up in what do I need to do for my home, the kids, food, etc. So first category is housing. We have our rent at $16.75, our gas bill at $33.72, our internet bill at $89.99, our water bill at $76.49, our electricity at $150.82. Now I'm going to stop right here and just point out these highlighted numbers. These are highlighted because these are estimates. This is actually the bill from last month. We've already paid it, but the way that our billing schedule is, our new payment or our new bill is not available at the time of recording these videos. And for the sake of my budget, I just pull over what we owed last month and pretty much hope for the best. So those are highlighted. These are estimates. Next, we have our cell phone. That's $264.36. And again, that's for 6 different lines. We have medicine with $190. My husband is a type 1 diabetic, so this is the cost of insulin, test strips, as well as any other medication that he has. And I also have a vitamin subscription that is placed under our medicine category. We also have our household supplies at $150, and this is toilet paper, tissue. Now, I did buy those things in the month of August, so I don't anticipate needing to buy them again in September, but I would like to update my home command center. So if there's some movement there that we can actually use this for home decor, that would be really great. But that doesn't happen often that we don't need anything for the house, but just thinking at the top of my head, I know I don't need laundry detergent. Well, actually, I don't do the laundry in my house. My husband does, so he might need laundry detergent. But I know I don't need dish detergent or dishwasher tablets. And like I said, I've already purchased paper towels and toilet paper. So we'll see, but hopefully this will be used for my new home command center. We have landscaping, and that's at $80. Now I do want to add one more landscaping this month because our grass is really high and I'm not quite sure if he's not cutting it low enough or it's just growing because of all the rain. I have asked him to cut it lower and I just believe he is doing the best that he can. So I would like him to come maybe an extra week this month so that he can come instead of every other week, come 3 weeks in a row, and maybe that'll get us to where we need. So if I have some flexibility here, I would like to add more money to landscaping. Now, we also have pest control at $59 and renter's insurance at $59. Now, our renter's insurance is paid semi-annually, so this is our second payment this year, and then we won't have a payment due till next year. I did forget to kind of highlight, I did say that my husband was paid salary plus commission, and what that means is that for our W-2 wages, this is my best guess. Off of what he tells me, I do know a little bit about his commission structure, so I'm able to get an idea of what to expect for him to bring in for the month. However, there are times where he brings in more than I anticipate because I do lowball it on purpose. And so if there's more money than I budgeted for, I will pick things to allocate more money to. And that's what I meant by if there's some wiggle room, I would like to add money to landscaping. All right, so that brings our housing expenses to $2,828.38. And that leaves us with a remaining income of $4,940.78. Our next category is our kids category, and we have up first their commission, which other people may call allowance, but our kids do earn a commission, and right now we have it set at $40. Now this is high for them. They're only 7 years old, but me and my husband are giving them $20 a piece to open up a bank account. We were supposed to do this in August, but did not have the time to arrange that. So we do plan to do that this month and set $40 aside for each, $20 each for their bank account. Now they also have been saving their own money. I believe they have about $30 each. And so I think it's $25 to open the account. So they'll put in their own $5. After school cost is coming in at $200. Now, I did mention earlier that we are a blended family. Me and my husband do not have any children together, and we don't have any children that live with us full time. Our kids, our twins that go to after school, we split the after school cost with their mom at we pay 50-50 since we have 50-50 custody. And so it brings it to $100 a week, which is about $400 a month. But that equates to $200 for us, and then $200 for her. So in total, we're looking at $240 total for kids' expenses minus the $4,940. It leaves us with $4,700.78. Next, we have groceries. In our food category, we have groceries at $400. Now this is a $200 deduction from normal. I usually budget $600, but I am challenging myself to shop my deep freezer and my pantry. And that's just because, number one, food costs have gone up so much, and if there are ways for me to combat that by just spending less at the grocery store sometimes, I will definitely do that. And so I will be making my meal plan video that'll come out later this week, and I will kind of take you along shopping my deep freezer as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. Next, I have our eating out at $200 a month. And if you remember, this was our goal in August. And spoiler alert, we actually did it. I'm so proud that we stuck to that budget. It's been a journey, especially since this whole staying at home situation has occurred. We really have sometimes been really flexible about eating out, but it's time to get back on track, and we did it. So I'm hoping we can do the same in September. So after we minus the food, after we add these, once we total the $400 in groceries as well as the $200 in eating out, that leaves us $600 total for food. After we subtract that from the $4,700.78, we have a total remaining of $4,100.78. Now we have our lifestyle category, and this is our biggest group section outside of our housing section. And jumping in, we have haircuts for my husband and son at $60. Now, I'm hoping this is going to be enough. My husband's barbershop is closed right now because there was a COVID tracing back to their barbershop, and so they want to shut down to make sure everything is clean. Now, I'm not saying someone got COVID from their barbershop. It's just a site where someone with COVID was. So they're shutting everything down to make sure it's clean for 2 weeks. And so my husband's going to a new shop, and we're unfamiliar with their prices, but my husband's already booked his first haircut for him and my son, and they didn't say anything. So he didn't say anything about the prices. So I'm hoping $60 is enough because he knows his budget. As well as my husband has $50 in personal money, as do I. Our subscriptions are Hulu, Netflix, and Disney Plus, and that comes out at $29.98. Apple Storage, that's for my phone, at $2.99. YouTube Music, that's my husband's phone, that's $10.68. Life insurance policy at $69.28. Date night at $100. Beauty at $150. Instant Ink at $535, miscellaneous at $300. And we have some fun things here at the bottom. As you know, each budget is unique to each month. And this month, Xbox is coming out with their NBA 2K 2022, I think. And my husband's buying that game. It's $107 we're budgeting for. As well as I'm going to a TLC concert this month, and I am estimating the cost to be $20. I've already bought my ticket, so really this is like if I wanted to get something to drink or something like that. I do know that the concerts tend to be a bit pricey, so we'll see, because I'm strongly considering sneaking in my own airplane bottles. Judge not. Next, I have some college tours with my nephew, but they seem to have all now gone virtual. So I had originally planned for this to be things like dinner or grabbing food on the way to the college, but I might just end up gifting him $50 and instead if I don't need it. But I do plan on seeing him even if the college tours are virtual, because they are doing the workday and we need to do it together. So I will be seeing him, and I will be traveling to him to do those virtual college tours. So after we subtract our income, our remaining income, our remaining income was $4,100.78. We subtract the total of $1,005.28. It leaves us $3,095.50. Next, we have the transportation section, and I budgeted $200 for my husband's gas. Now, I said we are both working from home. However, he does do the carpool for the kids. And they do sports, and so that's lots of traveling. So he gets $200 a month for gas. I'm giving myself $100 a month for this month. I normally budget $60, which is one full tank, again, because I'm not driving so much. But I am going to visit my nephew, so I'm giving myself some extra gas money there. My husband has stated that he needs to get an oil change this month, so I budgeted $30 for his oil change, as well as $50 for car insurance, and that's for my car, and I pay that directly to my dad. So that leaves us a total of $380 for transportation, minus our remaining income of $3,095.50. That leaves us a remaining balance of $2,715.50. Next is our loan repayment, and this is our only debt that we're paying on right now. We only have 3 debts that involve a monthly payment, and that is our student loans, which are on deferment, as well as this payment plan that we on for I call it a personal loan, but really we're paying directly to the person we bought it for, so it's a payment plan really. But Our monthly minimum is $500, and we're just doing our best to double that. So we're putting in $1,023.50. Now, $1,000 will go directly to the principal, and the $23.50 is a service charge to pay on their website. All right, subtracting that from our remaining income of $2,715.50, we have a remaining balance of $1,692. Now I have a brand new category that I'm so excited about, which is YouTube. And I've added 2 expenses for my YouTube account, one being Canva, which is about $15 a month, and that's how I make my thumbnails as well as my posts for Instagram. And Epidemic Sound, which is the music that I use in my videos sometimes, and that's also $15. The two items here total up to be $30. 30 minus the $16.92 leaves us with $1,662. And lastly, but certainly not the least, are our savings and sinking funds. So starting with our emergency fund, we are putting $1,250 towards our emergency fund. We're putting $70 towards car maintenance, $82 towards travel. Now we do have a trip plan coming up at the end of September, but that trip is fully funded, so we are just still putting money in the travel account, but a little less. We try to save about $125 a month towards travel, but I felt comfortable making it $82 to account for some of our other needs in our budget, as after this trip coming up this month, we don't plan on going anywhere else this year. Okay, and so next is our clothing, and this is for me and my husband's clothing, and I'm putting $50 in there. And the kids' sinking fund. Now, we actually don't fund the kids' sinking fund outside of their birthdays, but I forgot that I told my daughter that she could be one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes for Halloween, and I told her that with the idea that I was going to purchase it on clearance last year and have it ready for this year. But I did not do that. I absolutely forgot. And she reminded me that I told her she could be the T-Rex, and that costume's about almost $70. So I'm putting $50 this month into our kids' sinking fund so that next month it can help pay for that expensive costume. And just to be honest, I try to keep a really tight budget around the kids' Halloween costumes. Normally we do about $60 for both of them combined. However, as you can see from our budget, we don't actually spend a lot of money on the kids outside of their necessities. And so I do like to splurge when I can. And if Halloween is that time, then that's what I'm going to do. Next is our medicine and health. We're putting $50 into that fund. Candle Day, which is for me to buy more candles during the Bath & Body Works annual candle sale in December. I put $10 for that, and the way I look at it as $10 buys one candle, so hopefully I'll be able to buy as many candles as I can in December. Next is Christmas at $50, and our effort bucket, that's for me and my husband, and this is for us to spend on things that we would like to kind of splurge on throughout the year. Me and my husband only get $50 in personal money. So, and honestly, I think I do a good job of adding like nuanced things. But for example, Black Friday, he might see something or I might see something that we want to purchase. And if it's not in the budget and it wasn't already accounted for, we are kind of struggling to figure out ways to pay for it. And Shay Budgets, her husband has a Reckless AF fund. Well, I think it's a line item in her budget every month, but I liked it as the idea of a sinking fund, and so that's where that came from. And I got this term from when I was wedding planning, so it just stuck with me. So our effort bucket is $50. Once we add up all of our savings expenses, it brings us to a total of $1,662 with no income remaining, and we have a zero-based budget. So looking good. Now, our savings, I do want to say that these are not all the sinking funds that we have. These are just the ones that I'm funding this month, and I do plan to do a savings and sinking funds video, so stay tuned for that as well. Lastly, I would like to go over our September goals. This is something that I've been sharing over on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, after this video, please make sure you go over to Instagram and follow me at Savvy Selena. I would love for you to join us and like my latest post and hashtag Savvy Squad so that I know that you came from YouTube. Now, awesome. So our September goals I wanted to share on YouTube as well. So extra money, that's what I was talking about if my husband's income comes in higher than I believe, than I've estimated. And I've already told you about landscaping. I forgot to write it here, but we know about the landscaping to get extra money. But next would be beauty. Again, my husband and I are going out of town this month, at the end of the month, and I would like to get my hair done. Now, there is enough money in the travel sinking fund for me to take it from there, but if I can cash flow it, I will. And so I would like to get my hair done, and so that would be the second thing I throw money to after landscaping. And then our emergency fund and debt. So our emergency fund, last month we were only able to put $600 towards our emergency fund, and $1,250 is our goal to reach our savings goal by the end of the year. So I would like to catch up on what we missed last month. So if there's extra money beyond the landscaping and beauty, it's going to go first to the emergency fund. Then last will be debt. So any money that's beyond $600 that will go towards our debt payments. We're not behind on debt, even though we only made a $500 payment last month. That was our actual minimum payment. And in July, and unfortunately, it was before I started filming YouTube videos, we made a $1,500 payment. So we made 3 payments in one. So we're actually ahead on our debt. So I will fund that only after the emergency fund, since that's where we are behind. As well as our check-in between me and my husband. So I need to look at our Q4 money goals, again, by aligning our yearly goals and seeing what's still feasible for Q4 to finish strong, because we certainly have momentum and feeling really good about our budgeting right now. And so I do want to review our Q4 goals, and I would like to share those on YouTube, as well as cryptocurrency. So my husband did purchase some cryptocurrency last year, but I don't know anything about it really. I just know it's Ethereum. I think that's the name of it. And he doesn't know where it is. And so I've challenged him to find it or find some information. I did watch Mommy Trader's video on cryptocurrency, and it really got me inspired. I don't foresee us investing in cryptocurrency any more than we have with the lost investment from last year. Not this year at least, but I think now is the time to educate ourselves so that we can make good decisions moving forward. So if next year that's something we want to include in our investment portfolio, we have the knowledge to do so. So that is our September budget, as well as our September money goals. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay savvy. See you later, guys.